Hey team, hope you're having a great time so far. It's May. Wanted to introduce you to J&A Foods' premier realtor, Wayne Martin, and preferred lender, Pete Metz.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
I'm Wayne Martin with Windermere Real Estate.
And I'm Pete Metz. We haven't done a video here in the last couple months, but we've been busy selling some homes, huh?
Yeah, the market's been really hot and some great things are happening, and Pete's going to talk to you about making that step to make that purchase, even if you don't think you can.
Yeah, our message is very simple. You guys can definitely do this. You, I'm sure, have thought about purchasing a home for you and your family, and I know if you're renting and it's in the back of your mind, I'm sure, and I just want to say you can definitely do it. You might be a year or 2 years out, but we definitely want to just let you know that we're here to help, and it could be credit, it could be, you know, the situation, but that first step is for sure. You can definitely give one of us a call, and we would be happy to help you guys out.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you may have thought about, oh, you know, how can I purchase? I don't have a down payment. Pete has a lot of different programs. You don't need a down payment, and I, as your realtor, can sometimes negotiate no closing costs. So, you know, don't hesitate to call. But Pete, why don't you explain the difference between renting and equity home ownership and equity buildup, and what's so really positive about that?
Yeah, so thank you, Wayne. So what I wanted to show you is something very simple, something very basic. And what I did here is an example of someone paying rent for $1,200 per month. And what does that look like comparative if you were to buy a home for, let's say, $250,000? What is that compared to paying rent? Well, if you bought for $250,000, your total monthly payment is going to be about $1,686 compared to paying $1,200. You might be saying, well, that's $400 extra, and that's a lot. But let's really break these numbers down, because is it really extra? Let me explain this for you. So the first thing is this $1,600 payment. The government is going to allow you, depending on your tax bracket, to deduct the interest, and so you're going to save about $300. This is a 22% tax bracket example that I'm doing here for this situation. So 22% tax bracket, you'll save $325 in taxes. You're going to pay down your principal by $330. See, you paying rent for $1,200, you're paying more in taxes right now because you don't have any write-offs. And so you're going to save in taxes, and then you're also going to pay down your principal, so you're really only throwing away $1,030.
Yeah, and the other thing that's kind of interesting, you know, a lot of people wonder, well, how's that person that I'm working next to, how do they own a home? Well, a lot of times, if you're a W-2 employee, you can change your deductions and actually get more.
That's correct. That what Wayne is saying is, with you buying a house, you're going to pay less in taxes, and so you can actually have that every month in your paycheck, get more every month out of your paycheck by claiming more deductions.
Absolutely. Now, you need to talk to a tax advisor or whatever, but that's how people do it. That's how they absorb part of that $1,600, and it makes it more equal to that $1,200 on a monthly basis. So, you know, it's something to look at. And Pete, continue.
Yeah, the other thing too, Wayne, is check it out. So let's say this goes on for 5 years. Well, in this situation, for 5 years, if someone's paying $1,200 in rent, we all know that rent's going up every year.
Absolutely.
And rent goes up every year, especially with what's happening in our local economy and just nationwide with inflation. It's about 3%. So I did conservatively 3%. So in 5 years, you'll pay $76,000 in total rent. Well, on a mortgage with this $16,000, you're actually gonna pay more than the $76,000. However, out of what you pay on your mortgage, you're going to pay down your principal by $22,000. Your value of your home, instead of being zero over here for rent, your value is going to be $289,000 instead of $250,000 here. And so in 5 years, you're going to have estimated total equity of $66,000, which basically means that your home value is going to be $66,000 more than what your balance of your mortgage will be in 5 years. And remember here, you're really only throwing away $1,030 instead of throwing away $1,200 per month.
Well, are they really throwing it away, or is that an investment? The difference is, this is truly an investment. This is a loss. You're not going to get anything out of this. There's no tax benefits.
The return on this is this $66,000.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the other question that I always ask everybody, what kind of raise would you have to get, and how hard would you have to work to make this kind of money? This is where this money goes to work for you while you're sleeping.
That's right. That's good. I like
Right?
that, Wayne.
Right?
Right.
Plus,
That's right.
you know, you may be in a rental and you don't know if they're going to have you move. I've talked to many renters, and they had a low rate to begin with, but because of the car fires, the campfires, there's a lot of pressure on rents going up far more than 3%, and they may decide to sell. So what does it cost you to move? So it's very disruptive. Renting is great, you know, when you're start out, but the minute you can buy, you should look into this.
Yeah,
Pete, take it
totally.
away.
And that's the thing is, for sure, you can see how this really makes sense on buying a home, and we just want to let you know that you can do this, and we are here to help you guys out. Give us a call. Wayne is very helpful. There's, how many homes do we have now here?
We're running in between 750 to 800 homes on the market per month, and so it's more of a seller's market. Prices are moving up, interest rates are low. It's a great time to buy, and it's a great time to jump in and let your equity build.
So I'm going to put a link to this so that you guys have a link. You can actually see it, visualize it. You can show your spouse or show a friend or family member what it looks like in a 5-year period. I actually put a link to this example so you can see interest rates and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. So don't hesitate to give us a call. Our phone numbers are within this email.
Yeah, I'll put them down here.
We'll put
below.
them down somewhere, and don't hesitate to give us a call. We'll take you step by step. I have a situation where I had someone with horrible credit. Within a year, they cleaned up their credit, and then eventually, over like a 5-year period, I sold them 3 houses, and
Wow. Really?
and they've made a small fortune. They're building their retirement
That's
on it.
amazing.
It is
That's
amazing.
great. Yeah.
So even if you have bad credit, no credit at all, a lot of people don't have credit, talk to Pete. He'll
Yeah.
take you step by step, and when you're ready, we'll be here for you, and we'll find that perfect dream home.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Wayne. Thanks, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
That ended up being a good one.